Hi, friends. My name is Oscar Perales, and I'm here to present on the documentary that I saw called Shark Whisperer. Shark Whisperer is about Ocean Ramsey. Ocean Ramsey is this young woman who grew up in Hawaii. That is her on the left. She grew up in Hawaii, and as she was growing up, she realized that she enjoyed sharks, to the point where she realized that she kind of enjoyed sharks more than she enjoyed people. And as she was growing up, she realized that sharks came with such a terrible connotation, specifically using the word monster a lot in this documentary. Um, and as she went on this journey, she went ahead and met photographer uh, Juan Oliphant. He's the one pictured on the right. So Juan, eventually becoming her husband, was this gentleman who was a surf photographer. And as he was doing so, realized that he had to get more into the water to become a surf photographer. And that's where he met Ocean. And as he met her and dated her and realized her passion for sharks, he went ahead and decided to embark on her journey and help her save these sharks, specifically the sharks amongst Hawaii. So the sharks that they mostly focus on were the tiger sharks. They're the ones that tend to be around that area, the ones that she tends to swim with. They are pretty much defined by sharks with spots on top of them, as you can see. Um, but she went ahead and used logos and pathos appeal to go ahead and argue why we should have more rights for sharks. In terms of logos, she went ahead and used ecosystems. Ecosystems was pretty much her biggest argument with the appeal. So when she talked about ecosystems, she talked about how sharks are in place for a reason. We get a lot of our oxygen, 70% of it specifically from the ocean, and sharks do contribute to that. She also used pathos as an appeal, mostly with her personal experience on how she got to identify 300 of these sharks. And even going as far as to naming a couple of examples like Curly Girl or Roxy, these sharks that she knew personal attributes to, even to the point where she even knows some of their personalities. So she definitely got to know them more on a personal level, and that definitely was more of a sympathetic plea, a way for her to show people that they are more than just savages, more than just quote unquote monsters, as she would talk about. And the great thing about this documentary is that it did end on a happy note. She did talk about years and years going to court and trying to find a bill or an act that can go ahead and save the sharks, and year after year she would get denied and denied. But one one year in 2019, when she decided to go out to the water, there was a whale carcass which attracted many sharks, which is why she went, and it attracted a great white, and they were able to swim with it, something that is pretty crazy. But swimming with this great white got a lot of traction on social media, and eventually, this traction helped other politicians in Hawaii realize that sharks really are not that harmful, and they're passive beings who just like to swim, and just like any other animal, unless they are fearful for their lives, they will attack. And so, seeing this young woman swimming with a 20 feet big great white definitely assisted in getting her to pass this bill. This is House Bill 553, which now has a big fine and all these other things that go against fishing, killing, and trapping any of the sharks and to Hawaii. And hopefully, this is going to be a bill that can go ahead and inspire other states and other countries to go ahead and help against killing of sharks. And that way we can preserve these animals that to us help us breathe, help us get more oxygen from our ocean. And in my last slide, I have my references, which is the documentary. All my references were from the documentary. It's a great documentary, about an hour and a half. Really enjoyed it. I actually got emotional myself, just seeing how someone can care so much about animals. Definitely inspiring, and I encourage everyone to watch it when they have a chance. Thank you so much for listening to my um, slides, and I hope you enjoy just as much as I enjoyed watching. Thank you.